Okay, let's take a look at part E of this problem. In part E is very similar to part D. The only difference is that the load resistance value has been changed to 0.5 kilo ohms. Okay, so we can assume that the output voltage or the output voltage was somewhere around 6.83 volts, right? And so what is the current IL going to be? IL is going to be 6.83 divided by 0.5k, which will turn out to be around 13.66 milliamperes. Now that's a problem. Why is that a problem? Because the current that was coming through this resistance, IR, we calculated it in the previous parts, was only 6.35 milliamperes. If this was 6.35 milliamperes, what are we saying? So we are getting a larger current here. Now that's not possible, right? Unless this Zener diode is not in the breakdown region. Because if it's in the breakdown region, that's for that value we got IR equal to 6.35. But if it's not in the breakdown region, well, something else could happen. So the most likely what's happening with the Zener diode. So let's test another. So what we are saying is that the Zener diode is not in breakdown. Okay, if it's not in breakdown, what is the Zener diode doing? What will be what other states could the Zener diode be? Now remember the characteristics of your Zener diode. In the forward bias, it could be in forward bias, and then in reverse bias, the characteristics are like that. Now this region is the breakdown region, right? But it could be in this region where the Zener diode is just off. So let's try that assumption. So if the Zener diode is off, basically there is no current flowing through the Zener diode, so you can remove the Zener diode from the circuit and you get a circuit like that. And it's fairly easy to calculate VO here, isn't it? VO is going to be 10 times 0.5k by 0.5k plus 0.5k, which is equal to 5 volts, right? So if so we got the output as 5 volts. Now does this make sense with is this consistent with the fact that the Zener diode is off? And the answer is yes, right? Because the Zener diode, remember what the knee voltage of the Zener diode was? We calculated that it was around 6.8 volts or so, isn't it? So now the voltage is lower than that, so the Zener diode has not reached breakdown, and therefore the Zener diode is on, and the V output is simply 5 volts.